Welcome to another episode of Watching Impact Wrestling with Kent Jones. TNA is going to be starting in 46 minutes and 1 second. What's going on? Waiting for TNA to start in 42 minutes.
I'm sorry, the person you are trying to reach has a voicemail box that has not been set up yet. Please.
One day. You get stuff and start putting that in. What you cooking? Fries. What? Fries. Don't walk that way. Only stay closer. I can't open them, can't. Ain't that crazy? Oh, I got it. You think they're waiting on me to message them? They're not. Pam said, Pam told Joanne there's something wrong with the baby.
Don't listen to her.
To Joanne or Pam?
Pam. Why is there something wrong with the baby?
This temperature keeps getting cold. Actually, Joanne told me, I guess she was talking to Pam, but Pam could hear Ashley in the background. And Ashley was crying. Talking about it.
Are they still in the hospital?
I guess they took him back to the hospital. They had came home. But I told Joe, I said, Ashley could have just been crying because when you have a baby, you're emotional. And Pam blows everything out of proportion, too.
Yeah.
So, she tried to call you, so I figured that's what she wanted to talk about.
I was wrapped up in all I could do. I had my own problem.
Are you doing any better? Is it because your medicine's working or because it's starting to ease off, you think?
I haven't taken any medicine today.
So it's starting to ease off, ain't it?
I took Tylenol, but I took the Tylenol because I had a headache.
What you doing? Playing a game?
Okay.
Is it on the old phone?
Alright, this will be fun.
Ten minutes.
Make sure they're dry. Don't be in a rush. destiny is the truth I see. In this world I find a way across the line. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Let's go. Adrenaline rush, adrenaline rush. Adrenaline rush, TNA.
Adrenaline rush TNA.
Adrenaline rush. All right, Bill, I get what you're trying to tell me. Adrenaline rush.
Bad, but it's just one wrong. You should understand you're the king of the Indies. And now you're rich, but to me, you will always be edge of bitch. You will buy a lion, you act like kids, but to me, you will always be edge of bitch. Now you're rich, but to me, you will always be edge of bitch. To me, you will always be edge of bitch. To me, you will always be edge of bitch. This is tragic. No, 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 no. Experience TNA Wrestling like never before. The generation class, Rivalries plus exclusive monthly content. TNA plus, you have it until everything. Plan starting just $9.99 per month.
Jeff Hardy got a game plan for the world title matchup later tonight, but now tag teams take center stage. Two of the absolute best teams in the world.
What am I watching?
We're going to break it down for you. Get back in mid-
Weighing in at 252 pounds, he is the TNA International Champion. Steve Macklin.
Macklin Santana have a history and a lot of mutual respect. Welcome to the TNA Game Hydration Announce Desk. I'm Tom Anderson. He's the drama king after Ray Walton. Santino Morello was looking for a tag team partner for Mike Santana. Who better than a true TNA champion is Steve Macklin? Macklin was the first to step up, stand up, and say, I will team with Santana. We've already seen Macklin step up for TNA as a champion, especially when we lost our world title.
And their opponents, first, from Pioneer City, Maryland, representing first class, Dave Ramsey.
The Judas of TNA Wrestling was made it very clear he stands at the side of the TNA World Champion.
And his tag team partner from Columbia, South Carolina, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the TNA World Champion, Trick Williams.
For nearly 100 days, TNA Wrestling fans have not been able to wake up from the nightmare that is Trick Williams as the TNA World Champion. Tonight, Trick teams with AJ Francis against Mike Santana and Steve Macklin. Trick Williams continuing, as you saw, to wear that TNA World title upside down in his own words to represent the fact that he has turned TNA Wrestling upside down. As much as I hate to say it, the man is not wrong. He has turned a lot of people's heads upside down with the way he comports himself. And there's a lot of people in the back who want to turn Trick Williams upside down. Mike Santana being at the front of that line. Well, still to come tonight, we'll get back the TNA World Tag Team Champions. The Hardys face the X-Division Champion Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander in a non-title matchup. Also, Ara Shade looks for some payback on 4-4 against Tasha Steele. We will hear from the brand new Knockouts World Champion, Ash by Elegance, who celebrated her heatwave victory with the Elegance brand. The inspiration will face fatal influence of NXT, that team in a little peril right now following heatwave, and also Eric Young, the leader of the Northern Armory, is out to cleanse TNA. We'll go one-on-one with Myron Reed of the Rascals tonight on TNA Impact.
Matt would lead a charge here for himself and Mike Santana against the TNA champion AJ Francis.
And what did you think about the legalese that Trick Williams brought to light last week? Hold on a second. Here's the cover by Macklin. Kick out.
Trick Williams can afford some really good attorneys to get that level of discretion put into his contract. 50 days is relatively unprecedented.
Santana wanted a piece of Trick Williams. Macklin backs out. An opportunity for Santana and Trick Williams to pick up where they left off at Slammiversary.
Santana here ready to send a very physical message.
Trick Williams immediately tags out to AJ Francis.
I saw it coming before it even happened. Some mind games from the TNA World Champion.
The greatest heartbreak of Mike Santana's career took place in his home of New York at Slammiversary, the main event. Trick Williams stole the victory away from him, pinning Joe Hendry that night to retain the TNA World Championship. And Mike Santana raised the point last week. You pinned Joe Hendry, but you didn't pin me that night. And remember, the one-on-one opportunity on NXT that Mike Santana had months ago against Trick Williams was ruined by AJ Francis, first class.
And clearly Mike Santana hasn't forgotten that either.
And it appeared that Santana was going to make a one-on-one opportunity once again for Mike Santana to challenge Trick for the world title last week until Trick got the lawyers involved. Well, this is all about a fight. Santana and Macklin in control against Trick and Francis on Impact.
Absolute chaos in this opening contest as Santana taking it to AJ Francis.
Kick out at one.
Obviously, Santana got a lot of frustrations to take out on both AJ Francis and Trick Williams.
Santana picking up the pace here against the much larger man. Look at the strength, however, of AJ Francis with one arm launching Santana. The real is fighting back. Tornado DDT and brings down the big man. Connor Francis out at two.
Take a little bit more than that to put the big man down.
Santana trying to position AJ Francis with burnout. The likes of Leon Slater, the Hardys, and Steve Maxwell, plus Mike Santana, to try to defend his company from outsiders, the likes of Trick Williams.
Oh.
In comes Trick Williams. Now 95 days as the TNA World Champion. Did you ever think that this title reign would get this far?
I never hoped, I never wanted, I never dreamed, but look, the world we live in, it is the immature mind that wonders what is, what could be, what should be. It is the mature mind that simply has to deal with what is, and what we have to deal with is Trick Williams still as our world champion.
Off the suplex, there's the cover by Williams. Santana able to kick out. Mike Santana is a four-time TNA World Tag Team Champion in 5 situations but Mike Santana returned to this company. Was it not Steve Macklin? That night he ended up facing one-on-one in the ring.
Propelling in 2024 Las Vegas, an open challenge put out by Steve Macklin, answered by Mike Santana. Oh, double shot to the throat there, just as Santana had a little flurry of offense.
Obviously, Steve Macklin has become a much different man since then. Standing is proud, standing tall for TNA, backing up Mike Santana here. But Mike Santana is in a bad part of town with a bad man, any which way you put it. Santana fighting, continuing to push. He will always keep stepping forward. You can bet on that.
Shot right to the back there by Trick Williams. Well, now, Santana driving Trick Williams back with a tag made by AJ Francis. Oh, Santana lands on his straight. Here comes Macklin now, legal.
Macklin taking off like he's shot out of a cannon. Firing away at AJ Francis here.
Macklin on the move. The psycho knee. Francis into the ropes.
Doing therapy over there? Let me tell you, that was the quickest way to get your hand back. And when do you get to take that dressing off?
Not full time, but I can take it off Monday.
Are you ready for it to come off?
Yes.
Does it itch?
There ain't no way it's healing yet since yesterday.
Well, it's healing. It's just not healing that you notice. So the cut's probably that big, right?
I think about a quarter of that size
Oh, that big?
or less.
Huh. I thought it could potentially be that big.
Damn, my arm ain't that wide.
Yeah, from one side of your hand to the other side. Now, how can they go in there and do all that work with a little cut like that?
Because they pulled the skin back like this on each side.
He told you, or you
I've seen it.
seen it? I thought you didn't look.
I did look a little bit, but I didn't watch him do it all because I couldn't because his hands were in the way.
So you had part of your meat way out here.
Not way out there, dang. Had a hole, you know, where he made the hole about the size of a quarter where he could look in and see what he wanted to see.
He was working with tools, like tweezers and stuff like that. It had to be crazy watching him pull parts of you out and clip them. And he basically pulled it out, took a knot out, and then tied it back, right?
I don't know.
He took a knot out.
Back here on TNA iMPACT, the TNA International Champion, Bulletproof Steve Macklin, and Mike Santana.
Well, I tell you one time, you pulled something, I felt it in my shoulder. And I was like, yeah. He said it just felt uncomfortable, it didn't hurt, did it? I said, no, it just shocked me. I wasn't expecting it. He said, well, that meant I got it. He talked to me the whole time. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
TNA Plus live special on the path to Bell for Glory. Victory Road. Wait, head to watch.tnawrestling.com to sign up and use the promo code Victory25. TNA Plus, the best way to watch Victory Road live September 26th in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Right now, Francis is having his way with the current TNA International Champion.
Right there, we get way back.
I got you.
Here, but the numbers game is a little too much, and it might be time to bust out a bottle of the finest, the sweetest. As AJ Francis takes a sip of Tennessee whiskey.
Rick Williams tagged himself in legal.
Did you come help me again?
Rick Williams picking up where he left off at Emergence, his title defense against Moose for the face of the franchise.
Y'all better not pay each other while I'm gone.
Rick Williams showboating across that match and nearly cost him the title.
Very high. Arrogance. The confidence. When he can execute like that, it means a lot of dubs.
This is a critical matchup. This is the cover. Shoulders down. Kick out and won by Macklin. Last week, it seemed like Santana Morella was going to make a TNA World title match between Mike Santana and Trick Williams in the future. But Trick Williams pulled out his contract and said, "Oh, we have to defend the title once every 50 days." So now this matchup has a ton of pressure on it, specifically for Mike Santana and Trick Williams. Out of the sky, a rare roll by Macklin.
You don't see that every day. Bulletproof sees that, but it might have opened the door.
Macklin holding the line against outsiders, but it takes in Santana.
Who gets his chance to turn Trick Williams inside out here?
Santana and Trick Williams revisiting their battle for the TNA World Championship in the main event of Slammiversary last month. The biggest game in TNA history of the UBS Arena that night.
It's Santana. He's on a roll. And Williams may be on Dream Street here.
Object there by Trick Williams. Santana turns things around. Trick Williams trying to evade.
And whether it's 50 days or not, you have to imagine if Santana can pin Trick Williams, it sends a big, big message to the champion.
Up onto the shoulders, Santana trying to score an all-important victory on his path to purpose. Back to the TNA World Championship. Onto the shoulders, Jeff Early driver. Santana cover. Francis broken up.
That's the nick of time, but there's Macklin to run interference.
And now Macklin. We're doing hostilities with Francis from Unbreakable back in April. Oh, the TNA World title. A misfire between Trick and Francis now at Sky. Oh, wait a minute, wait for spin the block. What is trick shot? Cover.
Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome my guests at this time, Cedric Alexander and the X Division champion, Leon Slater. Gentlemen, in tonight's main event, you two will team up to challenge the Hardys for the TNA World Tag Team Championship. Cedric, you personally requested this match. Tell us why.
Simple, man. You see the board and you know the fans in the championship. He came from Hardys. He spent so much time learning from the Hardys. There's no way that can't be better. So what way better way to show them he can teaming up and taking over what's more. I think that's it's a great one.
I appreciate it, Sid. You know, like the whole reason I am who I am, where I am, what I am, is because of Matt and Jeff and what they've taught me. You know just as well as I do. Growing up watching them, we both idolize them. So I'm kind of torn right now, man. Don't get me wrong, I have mountains and mountains of respect for Matt and Jeff, but I guess you're right. It doesn't. Just because I have respect doesn't mean we can't make this moment our own tonight.
You look great with more gold around.
I would. I'm so with you, dog. So with you, for real.
All right. So he's a little skeptical.
We got it, man.
Lofty goals for Slater and Alexander, and they tangle the Hardys tonight in our main event. Also still to come, Mara Shade, newfound friend of the Hardys, goes up against Tasha Steelz looking for payback against Order 4. Also, we'll hear from the brand new TNA Knockouts World Champion Ash by Elegance following her victory this past Sunday at WWE Heatwave. The Knockouts World title has come home. When coming up next, Eric Young wants to cleanse TNA. Byron Reed of the Rascals stands in his way. This match is next.
We'll be right back. She's a Bella. She's just like Sarah. She's a Bella. She's not quite like Stella. Woo-hoo. Stella. Look who it is. The one and only Steel Bill. She named Stella. She got a friend named Bella. That's what I tell her. Her name is Stella. She got a friend named Bella. That's what I tell her. Every single day, every single way, any kind of way in the world. Her name is Stella. Her name is Stella. Her sister named Bella. She's got every day. And no one cares. Hey, hey, hey. Anyone care? Her sister is Bella. Her name is Stella. That's what I tell her. She's a good fella. Every single day, every any kind of way. Sister crying. She's dying.
There's an opportunity tonight for everybody that's involved in this that not many people get the chance to do, and that's introducing a brand new title to carry the weight of the TNA International title. It's a big deal to me because for a long time in this business, I feel like I never got the respect that I deserve. There's people on this roster no idea who was out until they started wrestling with me. I've been here a long time. Almost 30 years. It's personal to you. It's been personal at this point in my life, at this point in my career. I don't know if I can be more personal on a professional level. I try to go out there and give 150% out of the 100% that I give I can. That's my goal. Really? You've been around long enough to understand that there's a shift coming, a change, a cleanse. But you've been doing this long enough to understand that you get to decide, right? What are you talking about? You're the third man in a group, Byron. When Trey comes back, you're expendable, totally expendable. But the good news is the choice will be yours. You get to decide what side you're going to land on. Yo, what's going on here?
Don't worry about it. I think what's going on is Eric Young's challenging me on Go next week.
So that's what you choose. That's your choice?
Oh, yeah.
Wrong choice. The cleanse is coming.
We'll see.
No, you're right.
What you gonna try to do? Not hearing you.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, representing the Northern Armory, the world-class maniac, Eric Young.
This man, Eric Young, continuing to see and become more and more unraveled. And I know that's saying a lot, considering it is the world-class maniac. But the constant preaching about a coming, quote, cleanse continues to plague every word Eric Young says, every person he comes across, including his opponent tonight. As we saw what happened in the fallout from Impact last week, I believe Eric Young saw what he believed to be a vulnerable mind in Byron Reed and was trying to prey on that. Let Young go on his other plans tonight.
And his opponent, accompanied to the ring by Victory Win, representing the Rascals, Byron Reed.
Byron Reed, to your point, standing strong with the Rascals, not giving in to whatever message Eric Young is trying to preach. He gets a chance to shut it all down in the ring tonight on Impact. Eric Young saying to Byron Reed that you're expendable at the second Trey Miguel returns from his hernia injury that Zachary Wentz has been cast to a side. And the Rascals, as we've come to know them for quite some time, will be reunited. Zachary Wentz refuted that. Byron Reed and Wentz look as strong as ever. And they put together a hell of a performance by all 2 weeks ago live in Oregon right here in Baltimore, challenging the home for the TNA World Tag Team title. Really, if you go up against two legends like that, heroes, icons, inspiring, hell of an effort from the Rascals, but now it's a very, very different situation and a different time. on the Hardys Sunday, October 29 on pay-per-view at TNA Plus in Lowell, Massachusetts. It'll be the Hardys and Team 3D. One last time at Bound for Glory. Get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com. One of the greatest rivalries in the history of professional wrestling will come to an end in a TNA ring. No doubt about it, end of an absolute era. But Eric Young has been talking about cleansing this company, whatever form that takes. It only can surmise from what he tells us, but he's got a hell of a challenge here in this incredible athlete, Myron Reed. I mean, no doubt about it, but I mean, oh my God, clean out of the ring. Maybe cleansing. You know, as enigmatic as it is, I mean, let's just say throughout history, people talk about cleansing things, it's never good, but it answers it absolute five-star athleticism from Myron Reed. Take a look back at this moments ago. Myron Reed leaping clean over the ropes. Back inside the ring, Eric Young able to kick out. Absolutely incredible. Trying to shut down this twisted mind of Eric Young. Young once again sent into the turnbuckles outside of the ropes. And branched a little bit by Reed. Reed doing a good job of fighting back. Reed showing off his agility. It's up and down.
What?
The shoulder, wait a minute. Young to the eye of Reed. The referee warning Eric Young. This could lead to a disqualification. Young's got to be careful. Look at this. Now that offer the chance to take over for Eric Young. The DVD, here's the cover hook to the right. Reed staying in it. Damage done, it appears, to the left eye. See that? Look at shot. And a ski mask like we've seen from Eric Young and the rest of the Northern Army. The cleanse is coming. That's the message. What keeps making smiles by Eric Young, including his sitting in the corner interrupted there. On a night of emergence, Sammy Callahan left his ropes in the ring, retiring. Everyone else congratulating Sammy for everything he's done. Eric Young is costing him. In the back, maybe getting into a Joe's injury. Eric Young, there's nobody who will not find conflict with in this message. Young trying to set up for a suplex. Reed trying to block it. Jordan is a stun dog millionaire. Absolutely spectacular. Here's one concern I have. Is Eric Young's message spreading beyond the Northern Armory, right? Unless that is Empress or Williams, which it did not look like clearly. Clearly it is. Horrifying concept. Okay. Joking for Myron Reed here. He turned it around against a TNA legend. Now Reed, leg drop right to the back of the neck. Now Reed off the top rope. Showing off the athleticism he put on display in the 4-team ladder match for the tag titles back at Slammiversary. Reed coming in clutch for the Rascals as an entire unit. All 3 of these guys go in. Oh, nicely done by Reed. Great setup. It's just enough to put away Young. Oh, no, kick out. Beautifully done, but still crazy. As unhinged as Eric Young is, you can't take anything away from him. What he can do in this ring. Former champion. Kick right to the back of the neck. Young in a dangerous position here amongst the ropes. Fucking Reed with a slingshot leg drop. Tucks the legs out and kick out by Young. Very close though for Myron Reed. What a feather in the cap for Reed. It would be if he could put away Eric Young Alonso, a two-time TNA World Champion, a TNA original. Springboard here. Up on the shoulders, however, look out. Reed on the move. Power slam. Cover. Irene and a kick out. Ever present. Protecting our referee. Again, this is the level of delusional. Oh, wait a second. Oh, my young. The referee was dealing with everything, and there it is. The pile driver. The referee didn't see the low blow. John puts away Reed.
Here is your winner, Eric Young.
Take a look back here. The referee is getting pressed by Eric Young. Was distracted, also getting rid of Zachary West. A low blow into the pile driver. Shut things down for Myron Reed. I'm sure Eric Young's wanted a chance for this cleanse to continue. The cleanse is coming. What the hell does Eric Young have in store for TNA Wrestling? Right now, I want to turn our attention to the events of last week on iMPACT. The Knockouts Gauntlet match came down to the final two. Jody Grant and Indy Hartwell. Now, Indy Hartwell just defeated Danny Luna, but was attacked by Luna after the fact. Luna was going to take a steel chair to Indy Hartwell. Jody Grant intervened, but only for just a moment. Danny Luna attacked her former tag team partner in Spitfire in Jody Grant, but did not stop there. Danny Luna assaulting Indy Hartwell with a steel chair. And then this, Danny Luna went completely haywire. But because of Danny Luna's actions, Jody Flint won the matchup via disqualification and is now the #1 contender to the TNA Knockouts World Championship.
I've had a week to think about my actions and do the right thing. Maybe not. The whole world is talking about it. And I gave everything to Spitfire. I never complained. I got the job done. I did what I was told. And when it was finally my turn, Indy Hartwell gets lucky and takes it away from me. And what do I get, huh? A pat on the back. Oh, thanks for trying. Maybe trying just isn't good enough. I'm done being quiet. I am done being passed by, and I am done being in second. Because Danny Luna is out of limbo.
A lot of frustrations for Danny Luna. Meanwhile, in our main event is a non-title matchup as the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, face the X-Division Champion, Leon Slater, and Cedric Alexander. Meanwhile, 4-4 picked on Mara Shade, the newfound friend of the Hardys last week. Tonight, Shade faces Steel. Also, speaking of WWE Heatwave, this past Sunday, the Knockouts World Championship was reclaimed for TNA Wrestling by Ash by Elegance. The brand new TNA Knockouts World Champion celebrates her victory following Heatwave next.
What's going on? TNA will be right back. What's going on? TNA will be right back. About halfway through the break, I would assume. Is the Hardy's name going away?
As I announced in Heatwave, the Speed titles are officially coming to NXT. And so Ruka is a new #1 contender for her Speed Women's Championship. So, beginning on September 2nd, there's going to be a tournament featuring the following competitors: Candice LeRae from SmackDown, NXT's Lainey Reed, Fabi Apache from AAA, and TNA's Zaya Brookside. All of this kicks off next week when Zaya takes on Candice. Whoever wins this tournament will move on to face Seoul for her Speed Women's Championship at No Mercy. Good luck, ladies.
This coming Tuesday night, our own Zaya Brookside faces SmackDown's Candice LeRae in first-round action. Can Brookside take a step towards becoming the #1 contender for the WWE Women's Speed Championship? Find out live on NXT.
Do you see this? This right here is the Knockout World Championship. My Knockout World Championship. He walked in WWE Heatwave, and I beat JC, I beat Masha, and I saved TNA. Oh, and you're welcome. This entire company should be thanking me because I saved TNA. They would be so embarrassed. And this championship right here, without me, would be tarnished, would be lost, and would be in the hands of the enemy. But it's coming home. And you know what that means? We have officially entered the elegant era.
Yeah.
That means social concierge? That means I want the most extravagant party. I love party. Celebration. I love celebrating me. Next week, live. Yes, in Minneapolis. Wow. Yes, please. Awesome. Massive. Paramount. It's going to be humongous. Yes, because I'm the savior of TNA. You know what? We need to do this party. We need to do the celebration. The whole world is literally saying TNA. You're the queen. You're the savior. Hey, you have run in a brand new era. Yes. Now let's get the planning. Champion. You're the most dominant.
Well, while the Elegance brand looks to celebrate next week live on TNA IMPACT in Minneapolis, Minnesota tonight, more of the fallout from Heatwave, especially in the tag team division. Things are not okay for Fatal Influence.
Following tag team matches scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, the team of Jasmine Fisk and Fallon Henley. Fatal Influence.
Well, I'm sure these two are not feeling too bright after WWE Heatwave, but the smile on my face will make up for it, will fill this entire room, because Ash by Elegance, I am so happy to be living in her world as Knockout World Champion. Very well for the the first time in the history of the Elegance brand, you and I agree. Congratulations to Ash by Elegance, bringing home the TNA Knockouts World Championship at WWE Heatwave.
The team of Cassie Lee and Jesse McKay. The Inspiration.
Now, I will say the Elegance brand has made enemies in both NXT and TNA. It was recently the Inspiration was sounding off in the wake of Emergence, which was live on TNA Plus. You can watch that anytime on demand on TNA Plus. It was the Inspiration feel they were screwed out of winning the TNA Knockouts World Tag Team titles afterwards by Heather and by Elegance. And last week on iMPACT TNA social digital platforms, Vince and Henley got in the face of Lee and McKay and said that we're going to attempt to bring the Knockouts World Tag Team titles back to NXT, quote, superior brand.
And there ain't no way that the Elegance brand is going to let that happen. None of us can afford to let anything like that happen ever again. But we are truly living in the Elegance era. I mean, they are running roughshod all over the Knockouts division. Not only, of course, the Knockouts World Championship, but the Knockouts Tag Team Championship that we know these two teams would love to go for.
One down, one to go. All eyes now on the reigning TNA World Champion, NXT's Trick Williams, who was pinned by Santana earlier tonight. This is Jesse McKay to start things off against Jasmine Nix. Fatal Influence. Things didn't exactly go their way, and Heatwave, their involvement in the matchup, got them injected. But it was the tactic to the Elegance brand that we've seen for a long time that helped Ash by Elegance become the Knockouts World Champion. I don't condone it, but I'm thrilled to see the Knockouts World Championship home in TNA Wrestling.
See, you gotta do what you gotta do. There's the right way, the wrong way, and the elegant way to get things done. And clearly, with all the gold draped around them, it worked.
Well, the elegant way has often been cheating, Raywall, and that wasn't the case in Heatwave. It wasn't on the Disqualifications match, so I will acknowledge that. But at Emergence, I think the Inspiration has legitimate right. Hold on a second there. Henley made a tag. Behind Lee's back, Nix takes control, and Fatal Influence is in command.
But I mean, even at Emergence, that was a four-way tag team matchup. Lots of chaos. Technically no disqualifications in many of those scenarios as well.
That's flimsy. That's flimsy.
Nothing I do is flimsy. I am solid as a rock. But either way, the decision is final. And the Elegance brand, as we said,
covered by Henley, kick out by Lee,
is ruling over this with a benevolent fist.
The Elegance brand have held the Knockouts World Tag Team titles now for 167 days. The record for the longest reigning female-only Knockouts World Tag Team Championship team is 182 days. Great combination there by Fatal Influence. Cassie Lee's in trouble. There's the cover. Shoulders down and a kick out.
Not only
another cover by Nix. Lee staying in it. Another cover. And Lee has to survive once again.
Look, I'll give it the relentlessness of Jasmine Nix there, forcing Cassie Lee to kick out over and over again, and now wrenching back into submission here. That's great tag team strategy, cutting her off as well. I mean, again, I said it once, I'll say it again, both these teams would love to represent their brand as tag team champions, TNA Knockouts tag team champions.
Cassie Lee trying to find her way back. Obviously, the reigning TNA World Champion, NXT's Trick Williams, is a tremendous bullseye on his back. He's trying to scramble after he was pinned by Mike Santana in tag team action earlier on tonight. Santana wanted to spin the block. Santana especially was TNA World title shot. Right now, Nix is legal. Cassie Lee evades Val Henley. And there goes Nix to the outside, but hold on. Henley, great teamwork there by Fatal Influence and a tag made.
But now the pressure is on. We've seen it done once. We know it can be done. The pressure is to get it done with the TNA World Championship now.
opportunity here for inspiration up against fatal influence. Right now, the Elegance brand holds all the gold in the knockouts division.
It is a beautiful thing, unlike what is happening to fatal influence right now, courtesy of Jesse McKay.
There goes Jasmine Nix hard to the outside. And McKay
She
with the
hasn't
double
taken
knees.
pain motion today. And she's not
Oh,
in
face
pain,
first into the
so
knee.
that's
And now goes
good.
Henley. Cover. Oh, and McKay can't end the matchup.
The even matchup thus far, you have to imagine whoever wins this not only gets a little bit of those brand bragging rights, but punches their ticket up higher on the ladder for another knockouts tag team title shot.
Been a lot of talk about holding the line for the likes of Steve Macklin, protecting TNA from outsiders. That was the line that Slater, the Hardys, and Macklin took weeks ago. And the inspiration trying to do that right now, but Henley distracted the referee, so Nix could go after what happened to the inspiration.
I it or not, again, effective tag team work there.
Illegal contact, Ray Wall. You call it effective, I call it illegal.
I call it. Oh!
And a Pele kick in the middle of a TNA ring. Nix the cover. Henley trying to play defense. Oh, and it's broken up by Cassie Lee at the last moment.
Very last moment, Tom. That was like a 2.9er right there. Jesse McKay saved by Cassie Lee.
Some fierce competition in the tag team ranks amongst the knockouts. I'm still reeling from the ferocity of Danny Luna last week here on Impact, showing all of her frustration, taking it out on both Ivy Hartwell and her former Spitfire tag team partner, Jody Threat.
Hey, sometimes when enough is enough, you got to take that extra step. Looks like it might be happening here, and there's
the inspiration just a step ahead of Fatal Influence. The inspiration are the women's tag team in professional wrestling, and they're proving it right now. Cover second. Oh, it's broken up there by Henley.
Good timing there from Bell and Henley.
Oh, big spinning heel kick there by Cassie Lee. Hold on, can Nix take this one? And a kick out. Big kick to the face now. A tag made to Jesse McKay. Now and Henley's been taken out of the equation, Ray. Well, could be time. Look out. Finalizer.
Set it back.
The inspiration. Blue-white Fatal Influence of NXT.
Here are your winners, the Inspiration!
If you ask me, I believe that the Elegance brand and their successes inspire these two to victory tonight. Another big win for TNA.
Listen, congratulations to the Elegance brand and Ask by Elegance. The Knockouts World Championship has come home, but now the competition steps up on the path to Bound for Glory.
Every knockout in TNA is putting their sights on the Elegance brand.
Right now it's time for the TNA Injury Report presented by BioFlex, the exclusive recovery partner of TNA Wrestling. Indi Hartwell was the victim of a shocking post-match ambush by her former ally, Danny Luna, last week on Impact. While the attack left Hartwell shaken, she has been evaluated and cleared for competition. JDC of the System suffered severe head trauma following last week's attack by Special Agent Zero of Order 4. Doctors have confirmed that JDC is out of action indefinitely with no timetable for a return. The TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, the X Division Champion Leon Slater, and Crime Cedric Alexander underwent full medical testing ahead of tonight's highly anticipated tag team main event. Despite the physical toll of their recent battles at Emergence, all four are ready for our main event. This TNA Injury Report is presented by BioFlex.
Hey, listen to me, man. I was assaulted by Mike Santana. It was after the bell. Hey, calm down, man. Yeah, man, it was after the bell. No, you listen to me. That is not part of my job. No, man.
Hey, I need you here right now. Get here ASAP. I ain't going for this, man. Hurry up. All right, man. Appreciate it.
Trick Williams' lawyer is on his way. We'll keep an eye on this situation, but don't forget, still to come tonight in our main event, the Hardys clash with Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander. But coming up next, last week we saw Tasha Steelz and Order 4 mocking Mara Sade. They were confronted by the Hardys as well. Tonight, Sade gets a chance at payback against Steelz. This match is next on Impact.
Hello.
When people push, makes you want to push back, makes you want to fight. No one can ever be as good as this right here.
We have officially entered the elegant era.
Whoever dares to step up, you better be ready for more.
What's next on the path to Bound for Glory?
TNA Wrestling presents Victory. Friday, September 22nd. Tickets on sale now at Ticketmaster.ca.
We are back here on TNA Impact. We were scheduled to see Mara Sade against Tasha Steelz of Order 4 knockouts action, but it appears Ryan Nemeth is in the Impact Zone.
I'm happy to see him. I always hope we don't get another update on when Nick Nemeth, his big brother, will be back.
Well, you know when he's going to be back. He told us last week.
I want to be sure. I want to hear it from the hunk's mouth.
Big Brother.
My big brother returns to TNA Wrestling next week. Let's go!
We already knew that. It's next week live in Minneapolis.
Do you wanna know something?
I'd be so happy to hear this.
The system has been doing things a little different around here. Let's call it a new attitude. And I actually think these people are enjoying it. The queen of the system knew that we needed to start making amends from some past mistakes. So what better place to start than here in Baltimore? So, Mr. Little Brother, let me tell you something. Each and every person is waiting for that one person to shut your mouth.
Liz, are you volunteering to wrestle me? I mean, I don't think I'm supposed to fight a girl, but I definitely will.
Not me, dumbass. Him.
Oh! That's a great idea!
And Ryan, I just talked to Santino. This match is happening right now.
Outstanding! What the hell? Oh! Wait, there's the bell. Now the match is official.
Shenanigans! I call shenanigans!
I love this side of the system, trying to make up for their past transgressions. Yes, they've been monsters who run roughshod over this company for nearly 2 years. But I am open to reconciliation.
Now you trust the system.
Well, I don't trust the system, but I like when the system attempts to beat up Ryan Nemeth. That makes me happy.
Come on, Hawk. You got this.
Yeah.
We'll give credit to Ryan Nemeth. He is a former musical tag team champion. Minnesota.
He'll have his support system.
Yes, you mean his meal ticket.
Whatever, just because you're here. I say it time and time again, just because your brother hates your guts doesn't mean that it's the same for the Nemeth.
Do you even have a brother?
I've got 2 brothers who absolutely adore me.
Ryan and Nick Nemeth, 2 voted contractual rematch of the TNA World Tag Team titles stemming from Slammiversary. They wanted to take that rematch clause at Emergence right here in Baltimore. However, Nick Nemeth was suspended for Santino Marella for attacking TNA security recently on impact.
Thankfully, Ryan Nemeth has been holding down the fort valiantly here, representing the Nemeth family, the Nemeth name.
Valiantly, he lost to the hometown man on the countdown to Emergence 2 weeks ago.
After his serious shenanigans.
What were the shenanigans?
That could be down there one anything. I consider that shenanigans.
I'm going to slightly agree with you, but it was straight up. The hometown man remains unbeaten in TNA Wrestling. So
Come on, Mr. Bale.
the stories of 2025 in this company.
Ryan Nemeth once again though turning his attention to a question.
Oh, you should be paying attention to Eddie Edwards, the 2-time TNA World Champion.
I will agree with you there. Gotta keep your attention on the opponent in the ring.
This is an impromptu matchup, Nemeth versus Edwards. I'm told we will see Marashade versus Tasha Steelz of 4-4 still to come this evening.
Ryan Nemeth does have an advantage here in this match of able to slow down Eddie Edwards. Ryan Nemeth certainly a little upstairs trying to show Baltimore what he's made of.
He doesn't even show all what he's made of.
All right. I think some of the ladies here did.
Oh! Go down to the Air Harbor and see what he can fish out. Oh, shoulder first into the steel post. And Eddie Edwards, a costly issue there. Going into the post, and now Ryan Nemeth might have it open. Shot it. Cover. Panic power out there by Edwards.
Ryan Nemeth all on his own here. He's a tag team competitor.
Cover hook to the leg and a kick out. Another kick out.
Ryan Nemeth attempts to switch gears. You know, he's a long-time tag team competitor now going at it. So it's a very different scenario.
I know he doesn't have his big brother Nick Nemeth, the former TNA World Champion, to babysit him and basically do all the work for him. He's way more talented, athletic, and Kurt Russell-esque.
Ryan Nemeth probably knows Kurt Russell. He's a very famous actor.
Well, I do want to address that. The system coming up short alongside Matt Cardona against Ward last week. What you've heard, how are things going within the system?
I mean, obviously not ideal, especially not right now.
Off the neck breaker, here's the cover and a kick out.
That ended in absolute chaos. I mean, Lord knows just how bad everything is with Dango.
JDC taken out by Ward of Force. 8-0.
He's goading.
Ryan Nemeth back and trying to get disqualified. So he can get the victory. And there's Eddie Edwards. And maybe the system has turned over in their lead. In the past, you would have seen Alicia Edwards attack Eddie's opponent behind the referee's back.
Look at this. Nasty knife edge chops from Eddie Edwards.
Oh, and Ryan Nemeth able to block Eddie Edwards. But only for a moment. Dan Security. And now Eddie Edwards trying to set up. Oh, and Ryan Nemeth going to the eyes. Going to the eyes.
By any means necessary.
Trying to set up for a DDT. Nearly sent it to the referee. Eddie Edwards with a tiger bomb.
A standing tiger bomb at that. Planted Ryan Nemeth and now set him up right up.
Boston Main Party.
Nasty.
Cover. Eddie Edwards puts away Ryan Nemeth.
Here is your winner, Eddie Edwards.
Getting up by Alicia and Eddie Edwards.
Color stop it.
I'm saying how Ryan Nemeth lost this matchup. Eddie Edwards able to hit the Boston Main Party and put Ryan Nemeth down for the 1-2-3.
We'll see how big brother Nick Nemeth reacts to the system going after Ryan Nemeth when the wanted man returns to TNA Wrestling next week, live on iMPACT in Minneapolis, Minnesota.
How are you feeling after that surprising attack by Daniel last week?
I mean, I'm okay physically. It's just that I'm not mad. I'm just disappointed. I believed in Danny. I appreciated her. I love that she had my back and I had hers, but this is how she's gonna be. I'm not gonna back down. I promise you I won't back down from Danny.
Here you are. I was looking for you. Look, I know you're a little bit banged up, but I also know you're one of the toughest knockouts here. So next week, it's going to be you, the Sturdy Pigs, for the #1 contendership for Knockouts for the
Whoa. She's one of my toughest knockouts. I don't think so. It didn't seem so last week. I lasted that whole gauntlet. All right, crybaby. All right. Santino, please do me a favor. Add it to the match. You don't want to sign yet.
Okay, then. It's going to be a triple threat next week for the #1 contendership for the Knockouts World Championship. Danila Luna, Jody Fitz.
Thank you. Sorry about that.
A-Game, the ultimate hydration drink, delivering clean, functional hydration with natural sea salt for electrolytes, no artificial dyes or artificial sweeteners,
Still.
essential vitamins sweetened with natural ingredients and honey. A-Game, the official ice racing partner of TNA Wrestling. Use promo code TNA15 for 15% off your order at shopagame.com. But still to come tonight, TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, take on former foes, the X Division Champions, Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander. But up next, after tension boiled over, Mara Shade will go one-on-one with Order 4's Tasha Steele.
This one. Unforgettable. Unforgettable.
Next Thursday, TNA iMPACT will be live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And the following night, Friday, September 5th, TNA presents iMPACT. You can get your tickets now for TNA Wrestling in Minneapolis at TNAWrestling.com. Or whether you're in Minneapolis, Minnesota, Baltimore, Maryland, or Manchester, England, all you have to do is say his name and he appears. Earlier on this week, Joe Hendry, Manchester, England, Hendry congratulations to the global phenomenon, Joe Hendry. Everyone's saying, why am I so upset? Maybe I'm not upset. Maybe I know the truth. Don't. I'm conspiracy theories. I'm confused. Well, maybe I'm the only one seeing clearly. A cleanse has come. I tried to warn. I tried to warn everyone. Even Joe. It started with him, but it won't end here. This will continue. The cleanse is coming. First, Eric Young took out Myron Reed earlier on tonight. Now, Joe Hendry. The cleanse is coming, and Eric Young wants to wipe the slate this knockouts match.
Following contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Order 4 from Brick City, New Jersey, Tasha Steelz.
I want to take you back to an altercation that took place last week between Order 4, Mara Shade, and the Hardys on iMPACT.
Complete trash.
Hard.
You know what, Tasha? You strike me as somebody who knows a little about art. Artists leave everything on the canvas, from pain to emotion. You know nothing about. So how about this? I'm gonna go to Santino and I'm gonna tell him that we're gonna have a match. Okay? And her opponent from Duke City, New Mexico, Mara Shade.
Well, and I think there are a lot of things at play in regards to what happened last week on iMPACT. I think Order 4 is feeling very cocky after what they did to the system as we went off the air last week. Getting in the face, the Hardys didn't seem to faze them. Meanwhile, Mara Shade, we're just getting to know her here at TNA Wrestling. She was a little timid there, but opened up about her heart. Showed that to Jeff Hardy, who's quite the artist himself. Mara Shade obviously respects the opinion of the Hardys. So you have a situation here where there's a bit of a power struggle happening right now in TNA Wrestling, and Mara Shade is caught up in the middle of it.
No doubt about it. Shade looking here to get a little bit of payback on Tasha Steelz and quite frankly all of Order 4.
This is a huge opportunity for Mara Shade. About to go one-on-one with a former Knockouts World Champion in Tasha Steelz, the mastermind within Order 4.
Let's not forget a former Knockouts World Champion in her own right. Shade, quite frankly, the new kid on the block, if you will, has a lot to prove here in TNA Wrestling in this Knockouts division.
Mara Shade knows she's got some friends within the Inspiration.
For sure.
We saw in action earlier on tonight defeating Jasmine Nix and Fallon Henley of Fatal Influence are trying to collect themselves following WWE Heat.
Look out. Shade with an early advantage here over Steelz. And some friends in the Inspiration, as you mentioned before, maybe some friends from back up at the Hardys.
He runs the back of the net. Oh, what a kick out there by Steelz. That was close.
Shade with his early advantage, his early assault.
Oh, wait a minute. Jason Hodge tripping up Shade.
I don't know if I saw anything there. Oh!
The referee didn't see the involvement there by Hodge. Steelz takes over.
Either way, that was a perfect opening for Tasha Steelz to take advantage and do what she does best.
I'm still amazed at the unity of Order 4, everything that they have withstood this year, and then also the emphatic statement they made last week against the system, taking out JDC, making Moose watch. Do you believe Order 4 is the dominant faction here in TNA Wrestling? Are the days of the system over?
I mean, that's up to the system, how much they're willing to fight, what they're willing to do. I always believe in what Mustafa Ali can do and the power he has to bring these people together. Let's not forget so much of that unity and success recently.
Covered by Steelz, Shade kicks out.
Exactly.
Another cover kick out.
It's because of Tasha Steelz. That ruse she pulled, as wild as it may have been over the eyes of Order 4, it worked in bringing out the tenacity, the best in Mustafa Ali, and bringing the great hands together once again with everybody in Order 4. Tasha Steelz brought all of that.
Welcome.
She has a lot to do with
What's going on? Obviously, interesting to see that TNA acknowledged, why wouldn't they? TNA acknowledged Joe Henry beating The Miz at the latest house show in England, WWE house show. But them showing pictures of it, trying to get the most out of that. Tasha Steele is just phenomenal talent, underrated talent. I think all of Order 4 is underrated.
Tricky tricks, man.
Can't wait for next week to get a live edition of Impact. I know I'm probably wishing, but maybe they could announce a new TV deal next week since it's live. Anytime we're live, I'm always thinking maybe they could announce their TV deal. Even if they announce a TV deal and say it's not going to take effect for another 6 months, I'd still be hyped up for it. It'd be much better if it was closer, but just to know that there is a TV deal coming. Pretty confident that one is coming. All the rumors of and WWE leaving Peacock, so they're leaving them before they were supposed to originally leave Peacock. So that opens the door for TNA to go on Peacock. There's also rumors of the CW and A&E network. Maybe a Grand Slam deal where they end up on Peacock, CW, and A&E. That would be freaking phenomenal. That'd be unreal. That would solidify them as the number 2 wrestling promotion.
That's a good idea. See the damage Agent Zero can do. Agent Zero is the reason why JBC in the system is out indefinitely. On the Saturday, trying to get back inside the ring of the cutter. A bit on the ropes. Steels gets the victory from Shotty.
Steels gets the victory, putting their feet on the Order 4 continues to dominate.
Great hands restraining Shotty. Steele's taking cheap shots at Morishite. Want to send a message loud and clear to anybody doing gosh. Order 4 and wait a minute. Ray, well, this is complete overkill. Agent Zero has been summoned into the ring. We saw what he did to JAC last week. This is unnecessary. Come on. Morishite is defenseless. This could be a step too far. Oh my God! Absolutely. Agent Zero took a swipe at Jeff Hardy. He's sent it outside. Agent Zero somehow still on his feet. Wait a minute, say he's going back for more, but Tasha Steele's the great hands. Hold it back. This thing's getting carried. Look at the catalyst.
Here we go. Main event time. Hardys versus Cedric Alexander and Leon Slater. Hardys face Team 3D at Bound for Glory. That's going to be legendary. See what Devon's still got in the tank. We'll be right back. $9.31.
The final stop on the path to Bound for Glory will be in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. Friday, September 26th, it's Victory Road live on TNA Plus, and then on Saturday, September 27th, TNA presents Impact. You can get your tickets now for TNA in Edmonton at TNAWrestling.com. He goes by the name. And we are back here on TNA Impact, set for our main event.
The following tag team matches scheduled for one fall, and their opponents. First, from Charlotte, North Carolina, weighing in at 220 pounds, Cedric Alexander.
We regained control here in the Impact Zone after the Hardys ran off floor after a heinous attack on Morrison, by Agent Cyril, the Great Hands, and Tasha Steele. Absolutely disgusting. But we're going to try to refocus for our main event. That's right, a unique tag team scenario here in the main event.
And his tag team partner from Bradford, weighing in at 198 pounds, he is
Leon Slater.
Champion Leon Slater.
2 weeks ago, live right here in Baltimore at Emergence, which you can relive anytime on demand on TNA Plus. Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander stole the show to kick off the show at Emergence. Slater successfully And Slater said, we make a great tag team. Cedric Alexander was more than happy to take him up on that and offer this unique scenario. Asking Leon to team with him to go up against the mentors of Leon Slater. The people who have taken him under their wing and showed him the ropes here at TNA, the Hardys, the legends. Leon was maybe a little trepidatious at first, but Cedric speaks like I always say. I'm like, it is great to admire, but at some point, you gotta test yourself against those heroes, against the best of the best. Leon Slater is carrying the same mantle, the same signature championship that was first held by the phenomenal AJ Styles 23 years ago. He is the youngest X Division champion of all time, but tonight, in a non-title matchup, Slater and Alexander face the Hardys, and let's not forget what's ahead for Matt and Jeff. One last time, the Hardys and Team 3D Sunday.
Why are you saying that's the same championship? There's no way that's the same X Division title. The original X Division title had a big red X in the middle of it. And it said NWA on it. It said NWA TNA on it. I'm sure that title doesn't say NWA on it.
Athleticism that Myron Reed and Zachary Wentz of the Rascals presented at Emergence challenging for the titles. Right off the bat, Leon Slater, not that he's hesitating at this moment, didn't jump right on Jeff Hardy. He was asking, okay, y'all good? There was, which I hope does not necessarily continue. You've got to throw off that friendship vibe. You got to throw off that mentor vibe. This is just a coincidence that Leon Slater here is matched to Jeff Hardy's face paint. I think there's an homage there. There is that respect. But I talked about it a few weeks ago before Emergence, where it was the Hardys and Slater against Alexander and the Rascals. You cannot let your idols overwhelm you in a match like this. Nope. The minute that bell rings, those are not your teachers, those are not your idols, they're not your friends, they are your opponents. Side rush with leg sweep. Jeff Hardy able to evade the handspring back elbow. Look at this, trying to fold. Slater. Go for the cover. Shoulders down. Slater able to escape. A lot of damage done to the back 2 weeks ago at Emergence by Cedric Alexander. His tag team partner. Funny how things change. And comes Matt Hardy legal. Classic double team offense by the Hardys. Here's the cover and a kick out. This matchup is just getting started. Alexander and Slater against the Hardys on Impact. Leon Slater here in this tag match, taking it to the people who have really taken him under their wing in this game, especially here in TNA, the Hardys. They're rushing Slater actually fight the Hardys. And Matt Hardy came down a little bit awkwardly on that right knee. Yes, Leon Slater didn't go right after the knee, but the leg there. It gets hit with a side effect by Matt Hardy. On a hip twist. We're going to close it this quick. If Slater didn't have the relationship with the Hardys that he does, would he have gone after potentially into bodyguard? Already Jeff Hardy climbing up, coming in that swan time. Go for the swan time. And Cedric Alexander says. That was a costly miss for Jeff Hardy. Tag made Alexander's legal. It's funny now. Leon Slater has to do the opposite of what I was just talking about with Cedric Alexander. Somebody who wasn't necessarily his friend, but was literally an opponent weeks ago. A very vicious opponent. And then title match for the X Division Championship. And now he's got to put that aside and be his teammate. Just like he has to put his friendship with the Hardys aside and be their opponent. Cedric Alexander did pin Leon Slater in the main event of Impact the night before Emergence. That aforementioned should be a tag team matchup. So so far. No malice between Slater and Alexander. Well, drop kick there. Now Slater trying to corral Jeff Hardy. Good job by Slater staying on it there. And man, look at the potential here in this team. Mid-air, crossover, cover, and a kick out. Look, at the end of the day, I do think that with Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander and a lot more in common, and they have different, similar goals, similar styles in pro wrestling. Absolutely. Jeff Hardy back up to his feet. Matt and Jeff has been through the wars for decades. Why they're ready to write one last chapter with Team 3D come out for glory. Right now they're going up against two of the best and brightest professional wrestling has to offer. No doubt about it. Trying Cedric Alexander, writing a new chapter for himself here in TNA Wrestling. Drop kick right to the neck. Here's the cover and a kick out. Alexander, a former tag team champion, twin champion in WWE once upon a time. Now John Slater, the reigning X Division champion, into the fray. See a little bit more aggression, but you even see Slater almost apologize to Matt Hardy there. He's holding himself back a little bit, even if he doesn't want to admit it. See it a little bit in his body language. You can see that in his face. Back here on TNA Impact, this is our main event, a non-title matchup as the TNA World Tag Team Champions, the Hardys, are facing the reigning Leon Slater and Cedric Alexander in the wake of emergence.
What's going on, man?
Who are you?
What'd you say?
Who are you?
Nothing. I'm watching wrestling right now. No. I figured I'd sit in here until someone came in here to.
It's just about the match. It's not about your friendship, about your mentorship, and what have you.
The Hardys have been through every possible scenario. They compartmentalize it to make some great champions.
Do you think there's any systems out there we need to be watching?
I think just that one in your couple every day.
The one coming off the African coast or no?
Yeah. I think we should watch that.
And doing number one advice too. It's far out, but we can't just say it's far out. We gotta expect it. You know? Even if it doesn't form, we should still pay attention to what's happening.
The European model had it as a tropical storm before it even got over the water.
Interesting.
Well, that's not going to happen, obviously, but.
Yeah. I could be shocked if it does. Badly just the OHC.
Slater running at Cedric Alexander in position.
It's a bit volatile.
Yeah,
Just a little bit.
definitely.
Don't look at this area. It's definitely not all blood. It's 200 up.
Yeah, this is definitely not concerning. And they're also calling for an active September.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I feel like this is such a doom topic, right?
Say that again.
I feel like that's such a doom topic, right? You know what it said?
No.
I think that's a doom topic.
What's a Doomcast?
What you're like everyone's saying like, oh, September's gonna be very bro, stop Doomcast thing. Literally everyone's doing it.
Saying September's going to be bad?
Yeah.
There's a lot of dry air.
Sure.
There's a lot of dry air out there that could make September not be bad.
Yeah. You see hyperactive September, busy mid-September. This is from David.
World Tag Team Champions, Matt, Jeff, the Hardys.
What time is it? Got 10 more minutes.
Oh, really? You used to work down there? 20th anniversary. That's cool.
Just now seeing that.
Yeah.
He posted that like a week ago.
Bro,
Monitoring this situation with the TNA World Champion, Trick Williams, after he was pinned by Mike Santana, his tag team action earlier on tonight. Trick Williams has summoned his lawyer to the arena, and we understand Trick and his lawyer will address the situation with the TNA World title and Mike Santana next in the Impact Zone.
just New York doesn't look like the way to stand here.
It looks like it's south.
Yeah.
Which means it could be in more favorable conditions.
I
Warm.
wouldn't be surprised if this gets somehow marked, right?
I wouldn't be surprised if that 20% doesn't go up to 50%.
Yeah. Wait, 20 to 50?
Yeah, I can see that happening. Yeah, isn't it 20% right now?
This cell is trying to form a hook. Dude. Yeah, they're trying.
Second one looks like it already has formed a hook.
Which one? This one?
Yeah. It's got like a 90-degree angle right in the middle of it.
This one also looks pretty concerning. If it could detach, then that would be good to Storm, if I'm correct. But right now, it's going along with the same thing. Right now, it looks like this is a hook. It's good. Oh, yeah. It's starting to rotate. You can see the curve. Right here. Oh, there it is. There's the curve. I don't be surprised if this gets SVR. I'd put it maybe like this. Or because the cell looks like it's moving that way.
Wrestling is on the path to Battle for Glory in the greater Boston area. All Massachusetts.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
On Sunday, October 12th, for TNA's biggest event of the year. You can get your tickets now via TNAWrestling.com for Bound for Glory. Thursday, on a special live edition of TNA Impact, the new TNA Knockouts World Champion Ash by Elegance will be in the Impact Zone.
Wow.
Now atop the Knockouts division, what's next for the Elegance brand? The wanted match.
Oh, yeah, look, there's the
returns
gate.
to TNA
Boundary right here.
Joey Threat battles Indy Hartwell and Danny Luna for a future
It's basically
shot at the
eating
TNA Knockouts
into the
World
door.
title
And the Great Hats and Tasha Steele.
What's that?
With Laura Chavez and the TNA
Oh my
World
God,
Tag
that
Team
scared me.
Champions. The
I
Hardys.
thought that was a
I'm gonna get you a little something. Check out
Like, look at the frame before. Doesn't that look like a hut?
Yes.
Next week, here on TNA Impact Live in Minneapolis, Minnesota. But tonight, the TNA World Champion, Trick Williams, and his lawyer are in the crosshairs.
Please welcome the TNA World Champion, Trick Williams.
Earlier on tonight, we saw Mike Santana and Trick Williams in a tag team matchup to kick off the broadcast. Then Trick Williams called his lawyer because of the recent issues between him and Santana, claiming he's been assaulted by the realist.
Cut the music. And listen to me. I was brutally attacked. Y'all saw what just happened. Mike Santana.
Wrestling's about to be over, and I'll talk to you a little bit more.
And that ain't right. I ain't going for that. And a lot of y'all out here, y'all cheer for
It'll be over at the top of the
Y'all
hour.
make noise for him. Y'all want him to be your champion, but he's nothing but a coward. That you won't do it to my face. He wants to beat me up when I ain't paying attention.
Dang, I come Dave wants something.
I ain't lying. This place right here, this ain't no top class wrestling promotion. This is a crime scene. And that's why I brought my lawyer. I brought my lawyer with y'all. My lawyer's name is, what's your name? Mr. Michael O'Shea is my lawyer. And I got my lawyer out here because these working conditions, they just ain't. These are unsafe and unfit working conditions. Now, according to my contract, I don't gotta defend this title for a long time. Approximately 50 days, I don't have to defend this title. So I got 50 days before I have to defend this title. If y'all got a problem, don't take it up with me. Take it up with my lawyer.
I know somebody who just might do that. The director of authority is in the building. Santana is on the case. Trick Williams has been running from TNA management trying to make another TNA World title match. Specifically, Santino trying to give Mike Santana another shot at Trick and bringing back our world title.
Tricky. You're so smart guy, huh? 50 days, huh? Let's do the mathematics for you. Make some calculations, okay? August 15 was the last defense, right? Okay, hold on. Just give me a second here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, 22, 27, 41. That's over 50 days.
50 days for what?
That's over 50 days until Bound for Glory on October 12th, where you will be the TNA World Championship.
You will silence your voice when my client, TNA World Champion, Trick Williams, is speaking. You will adhere to the contract that was put in place for that title. He is under no obligation. Mr. Morella, please, I'm trying to have a civil conversation with you.
That is a man of the law! Story for Trick Williams, Santana Morella, and Rocky Santana. Hopefully, we get some answers next week in Minneapolis, live on Impact.
All right. Peace out, y'all.